I like this guy. He's entertaining as hell. I forget what the hell his name is. But I've been watching him off and on all night while I've been dicking around. Tis your bizarre host, picking his old gray hairs off the back of his phone. Welcome back to the dungeon, ladies and germs. Today's attractive little device was dead, sitting under my bench for years. Lost. A maestro mini phase. I did a real quick video of just how bad this thing sucked a couple days ago. It sounded like a fuzzy, shitty tremolo. Here's the schematic for it. You can find it online. mps-2, blah, blah, blah. And I was looking at it, and it's like you got the input, and there's a freaking buffer. That's Q5. And then you got the output. Well, I knew that part was working. And I knew that the power supply part was working here, the way they had it set up. They kind of built a voltage regulator, I think. And then you got the oscillator was working. I could see that those two 741s were working. And so that meant that it had to be capacitors, which was possible. So I swapped out the caps that were in there. They're in a nice little pile here on my bench, along with the Q5 transistor, which was reading kind of weird. So after swapping out the coupling caps in the phase shift network, the next probable candidates for problems were either the 741s or the JFETs. I didn't feel like messing with the JFETs, so I just bought more of them in case I needed them. So I pulled the 741s out, and when I did, I socketed them, and I put some new ones in, and I fired this puppy up. And we have achieved phase shifting. I still got to dial it in a little bit better. I suppose I should open it up so you can see what's inside. So, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hey, don't mess with me, Jackson. I got giant fingers. Ooh. I'll loosen up this one screw. Bear with me, YouTube. Come on, you fucking bitch. Alright. That was a racistly sexist thing I just said, and I apologize to any fucking bitches. Alright. So this is what it ended up looking like inside. I used green poly caps, and I got spare parts in case I need them. I replaced the electrolytics. I didn't have axial, so I used radial. Sue me. Pretty much most of the circuit is original. I mean, other than the 4 caps that I did replace in the phase shift network and the op amps. I'm not sure exactly which op amp was bad. 2 of them had really funky voltage readings. So I just opted to replace all of them because they're all kind of in series. And I figured if 2 of them had gone bad, the odds were all 4 would have issues. So inward they went. The 100K trimmer to the left is for the bias for the JFETs. So that kind of controls where the phase shifting happens. And then the other one is the oscillator amp, which is how strong the oscillation is. So you really got to kind of fine tune it to get it to be a phase shift. And I did have to add one nut to it to raise the PCB up enough off of the metal enclosure. But it sounds good, you know, I mean, pretty good for what it is. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's working. I'm happy. I always kind of like the sounds of these phase shifters. But I do have to get some, like, I'm going to have my friend over probably, like, later this weekend. And hopefully I can get them to just play the guitar a little while I mess with the trimmers. So I can get it dialed in exactly. But anyways, hey, it lives again. Pink Jimmy out. Peace.